Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. We're going to give it a couple minutes while people join us. If you are here, say hello when you jump on. If you are catching the replay, comment replay when you join me. That way, I can see who all stopped in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. I am so glad you are here today. Thank you so much for joining me, taking some time out of your day to join me. Let's talk shop. Let's talk about what's going on here at the Stampin' Studio. Happy November, everybody. This is the first Friday in November of 2022. Can you believe it's November 4th already? I know this month is just going to fly by. Already prepping for my first class. I had my RSVPs. If you are coming to my class on Monday, I cannot wait to see you. We are going to have so much fun. We are using the Santa Express Suite out of the Holiday Mini Catalog. The rest of the month's class, we have our 10-10 class, which is on Monday, November 14th. You can pick either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 15th and Wednesday, November 16th. I also hold a class with at 7 p.m. at night. You must RSVP. Please let me know ASAP. When Monday gets here, it'll be too late. I will be starting to prep for that class. So you need to get your RSVPs in right away. We don't want you to miss out. November, we focus on Christmas. Woo! Can you believe it's coming? I actually finally started watching the Hallmark movies. I'm usually right on it, usually have my list going and checking them off as I've been watching them. Not this year, I'm a little behind, so that is on my to-do list for my personal time. I watch that while I'm prepping for classes. Kind of gets me in the mood to share things with you guys, which I absolutely love. My favorite thing to do. After the 10-10 class is my 6-card class, which is Monday, November 21st. That is, we can do either a 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. class. This is a 6-card class. You make 3 different cards, 2 of each card. The inside outside envelopes are ready to go. All it's waiting for is for you to address the envelope, put a stamp on it, sign the inside of the card, and put it in the mailbox. Just that easy. This is a $20 fee or free with the $25 minimum purchase that night, that day. Then lastly is the last Monday of the month, November 28th. We will have already had Thanksgiving. Gosh, isn't that something? We will be having the sweetest Christmas class at 7 p.m. This class, we will be focusing on the sweetest Christmas suite from the Holiday Mini Catalog. You must RSVP for the class no later than November 14th. It's coming up quickly. November 14th is the very last day to RSVP for this. The class is $38. The reason being is this is a product-based class, so you will be getting DSP and ribbons and goodies to use the night of the class, and we will be making 6 Christmas cards that night. If you are interested in attending any of these classes and are local here to me in Ludington, Michigan, let me know. I would so love to have you join us. If you you do not live locally, let me know and we can do a class to go. But you must let me know by November 14th. Okay? That's what's going on here at the Stampin' Studio. A reminder that we are coming up quickly on the next paper pumpkin subscription. This is a flyer from the next paper pumpkin. You must subscribe or purchase your paper pumpkin by November 10th, or you will miss out on this next package of goodies, crafting goodies coming to your house. This particular one, you'll be making 12 tags for each of 3 designs. Now, who doesn't need Christmas tags for gifts, right? We always need those. So what a great way to get those done. Gives you some crafting time, and you'll be that much farther ahead for your gifting. There is an add-on to this bundle. You can add on these little paper bags that you can actually use your gift tags with and hand out a nice little goodie. They're smaller. Mine have not come yet. I accidentally forgot to order these last month. So I am anxiously waiting for the UPS man to show up today. These will be in there so I can share with you what they will look like once they come in. So again, tags for the paper pumpkin. Sign up by the 10th or you'll miss out. We have some products here that they have released for the 1st of November. There is 2 stamp sets, a set of dies, some DSP, and an embellishment. However, in this collection of products, there are 3 items that are while supplies last only. So, why am I stressing that? Don't wait. If this is products that you want, you need to get them ASAP because we never know how quickly they're going to sell out. And again, they are while supplies last. I am going to be focusing on this product collection for this month and sharing several card ideas with you. Today's cards that I share with you, we will be using this collection, but this will be a free class if you purchase a minimum of $35 order with me using this host code right here. So to place your order, go to kristenkona.stampinup.net, use this host code, and I will know that you want this card kit. The cards that I share with you today will be the cards that you will receive kits for when you make the purchase using this code of $35 or more. Now, it doesn't have to be these products. It can be any products in any of our current catalogs that is $35 or more before shipping and handling and tax. But you will be receiving the card pieces to make these 3 cards that I'm going to share with you today. Now, the other Fridays of this month, I will be sharing with you more card ideas using these products. So, what does that mean? You get a free class with the card pieces to make these cards that I share with you today, but you will be getting that many more card ideas on what you can do with the products if you were to order the Fitting Florets collection. Okay, so let's take a look at the Fitting Florets collection. You can purchase items individually. You can purchase them as a bundle. And I'm looking to see if there is, yes, and you can order them as a collection. What is the difference? Well, maybe you don't want everything. Maybe you just want the stamp set and the dies, which these two right here, the framed floret stamp sets and the framed florets dies, are going to be carrying over to our next mini catalog. But when you purchase them together as a bundle, it is a savings to you to purchase them together. It's a 10% savings. In addition to this bundle, they came out with gold embellishments. They came out with a second stamp set focused on the holidays, and they came out with some beautiful, beautiful DSP. But these three items right here are while supplies last. So that means you want to get them right away, because once they're gone, they're gone. They are not going to order anymore. So be sure to go to kristenconant.stampinup.net to place your order as soon as we're done with the live today using this host code. Okay, so let's take a little bit closer look at this. Oh, there is another number too. See, there's individual, there's the bundle right here has a number, or you can order the dies and the stamp set individually. But what if you want it all? No problem. No, you don't have to enter all these 4 numbers separately. Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy for us. They have combined it all into what they call the Florets collection, and there's one number. By using this one number, they will send you everything on this page. I love Stampin' Up! They just love to make things so easy for us. Let's take a closer look at these items. Here is the framed floret stamp set, and they are a photo polymer stamp set. There we go. I've used some of them, and some of them are still in here that I have not used yet. And this is the framed florets dies. Again, these two will be carrying over to the new catalog. So, you know when the books come out and you're overwhelmed because there's so many things that you want to get out of the catalog? Well, look, they're offering it ahead of time. So if you purchase these now, they're out of the way. So when that new mini catalog is released come January, you'll be able to move on to some new things. Here's the dies. We have dies that cut out the shapes of the stamps. We have standalone dies that you use as accents. And then look at these beautiful frames that we have. You're going to see these in action, some of these in action today when we make our cards together. So again, this is the part that's carrying over. What's not carrying over, number one, is these gold swirled adhesive backed embellishments. Love these, so pretty. They're not heavy at all. You can hardly tell there's anything in your hand. Okay, but they have adhesive on them already, so they're, sorry about that. I forgot to silence my phone. It is live. That's what happens. Anyhow, here is the stamp set that is not carrying over. Again, it focuses on the holidays. We have Merry Christmas, fa la la, 'tis the season to be jolly. From our home to yours, from all of us, Noel, may this season be filled with peace and joy. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Love this. I love the mixing up of the fonts where all the writing's not the same. I just absolutely love that. This one is our red rubber cling stamp set. Again, this is while supplies last. Lastly, while supplies last is our beautiful, beautiful DSP. And as you can see, I have been using this. So pretty. Let me see here. So this is one piece of it. As you can see, there's kind of a holiday theme here. This one is kind of a mixture of florals and the berries for holidays. There's two. This one I've also already chomped into. It was whole. It has the flowers on it. This one has smaller flowers. This one too is holiday themed, and I love, how many of you are traditional holiday people? I do like my traditional colors, but yeah, I also love using non-traditional holiday colors. So I just love to see what is the latest trend every year for the holidays that are not traditional. And here, Stampin' Up! Has not let us down. Just love this. Then we have this one, some more flowers. See how they all coordinate so beautifully together. But wait, there's more, because our paper is double-sided. Okay, we have a gingham, we have that. Look at that one, kind of busy, yes, but I still love it. We have that one, we have that one, and we have that one. I hear all the time from people who love to scrapbook, oh my gosh, I hate it when they do double-sided paper. Why do they do that to us? It makes it so hard to decide what side I want to use. I don't want to cover it all up. Well, as paper enthusiasts, when you make 3D projects, you don't have to worry about having a blank side. You have a design already there. So when you make your 3D projects, you're decorated on the inside and the outside. But you know something, for my scrapbooking enthusiasts who are out there who do not want to cover up the one side, it's okay. They make more of this paper. Order it. Order not just one package. Order 2 or 3 packages. Then you don't have to worry about what side you use. So there is always a way around it, right? Isn't this paper absolutely gorgeous? I love this suite of products. And in true Kristen fashion, I always forget something when it comes time to come live to you guys on here to stamp with you for the day. Kristen forgot her blocks to put her stamps on. So let me see. Was that? Yep, that's that one. And I need this one, and I need this one. So give me just a moment here and allow me to grab some of our acrylic blocks so we can get started. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Today's been one of those days. You guys never have any of those days, do you? I hope you don't have those days. Not too often anyways. They kind of throw you off sometimes, don't they? And I'm hoping I haven't forgotten anything else. But I am not going to promise you that. Just saying. Okay. So I think I'm going to be using this one I saw too. So, okay. So there's those. And I need to bring in some foam, something sturdy to stamp on. Okay. So for the first card, we are going to make an oversized card. This is a 5x7 card. So you need to start with a piece of evening evergreen that is 10 by 7. So 10 inches by 7 inches, scored at 5, folded in half. It's the perfect size card. We need a piece of white that is 3 and 3. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Sorry guys, this is going to be for the inside. We need a piece of DSP that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. We need 2 different patterns that are 2 inches by 5 3/4. We need 3 pieces that are 3 different patterns. I'm taking these, and if you guys know me, you know I like to bring a little something from the outside to the inside. So I have 3 pieces here that are I didn't write them down. Haha. They are 1/2 inch by 4 3/4. Then I need a piece of white that is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. The white one for the inside was 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. We need a piece of white for the outside, 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, that we are going to use the oval dies on. And we also need a piece of evening evergreen that is 3 by 3 3/4 to cut these ovals out. And I went ahead and did these, and you're probably thinking, I didn't see any regular ovals on here. When you lay this one down and cut this out of your paper, this inside circle gives you this. So that is the piece that I need. Then this one was from here. So I cut this out. Again, when you cut this one out, you get another smaller oval from here that you can save for another project, which would have been evening evergreen. So I set that aside for another project. Okay. So there are those. So now I need my evening evergreen. This is going to be a monochromatic card. I am going to bring in one of the greeting sets from the Framed and Festive, which is the Christmas stamps for my greeting. So we're going to ink this up. Okay. And I am going to put this right down here like so. There's that. And then, oh, I did forget one. I want from the set also the Merry Christmas on here. So I'm going to take my block, peel off. That's what they call it, cling, and put this one on. And then I'm going to take my piece of paper for the inside, ink up my greeting, and I am going to stamp Merry Christmas right there. All right, so far so good, right? All right. Now we're going to glue the card together. So I am going to bring in my silicone craft sheet. So if I get any adhesive where I don't want it, it will clean up nicely. If you get your adhesive on the silicone sheet, it'll clean right off, no worries. So I'm going to take this and I'm just barely going to leave a little bit of white peeking through at the top. Okay. Give the the glue just a minute to dry. And I'm going to bring in this pattern. Put some adhesive on here. See, can you see the adhesive there? It's all right. Don't worry about it. It'll dry and it'll rub right off. Okay, again, just a small border just like I did at the top. So there's 2 pieces so far, and we have 1 more piece for the inside. Okay, again, put these just like so. There we go. So that piece is done. And so since it's done, we're going to put adhesive, woo, on here. And open up our card and put this on the inside. Okay. Now we just need to do our outside. So I'm going to take this paper, put our adhesive on it. This one is going to go up here, and I'm going to get it so it has an approximate equal border on 3 of the edges here, like so. Then this particular piece, when I put adhesive on it, I like to set things out to try to get an idea for spacing. And so I think this one's going to sit right about there, and this one, I'm trying to look between. Yes, this one is dropped down, but I'm looking, I'm not worried about the bottom border as much as I am the distance across here. Okay, so there is that one. So now I'm going to come back to this one, put adhesive on here, and oops, come back into here, and I'm going to put this one right about there. Okay, give it a second for it to dry. Okay, then I know I want this centered on the front. So now I'm going to take my adhesive, put adhesive on here. Oh, I was in the picture. Oh gosh, you guys, I haven't been looking. So I hope I have been within the camera frame for you guys. Okay, there's that. Lastly, put adhesive, well, not the last, but the last piece to glue down. Put some adhesive on here, and I used the wrong one. Ah! See? You too can do this. Well, shucky darn. I cut the wrong piece out, y'all. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. I wanted the white piece out of this piece. And luckily, my embossing machine, cut emboss machine, is right over here. So let me bring that in. I'm gonna set this on here. I don't know if I'm in camera. It's all good. Let me get this cut. Put the plate on. Oh gosh, you guys. Tell ya if there we go. How about this? Oh golly. You gotta laugh at yourself once in a while, don't ya? Uh-huh. That's my story, and I get to stick to it. So, again, come back in, find my block, put my stamp back on. Oh boy. Find my greeting, find my piece, and stamp just like that. Let's see. Will it fit? Oh gosh. I hope I gave you guys a laugh for today. Ta-da! This one fits. How'd that happen? It's magic, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, the next thing I did is I took our Evening Evergreen woven ribbon and I created a bow. I love this ribbon. It ties a bow wonderfully. And this ribbon can be found in our annual catalog. Love it. It comes in last year's in colors. Evening Evergreen was one of them. This Soft Succulent is another of last year's color. And this color right here, the pink, it's called Polished Pink. That was another of last year's color. Let me see. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were in that group. So I'm taking a glue dot, putting my bow on it. And of course, I have the wrong end on my tool. That's okay. We flip it over. This is our Take Your Pick tool. We got all kinds of gadgets for this one. As you could see, all right, there's my bow. That's going on there like so. And now I want to bring in some of these beautiful gold embellishments. Here, I have used some of them on my card already. So I'm going to come up here and pick this one up. And let's see, this one is going to go right here. This one is going to go right here. And this one is going to go right there. Ta-da! We made it! There's there. And there is the inside. Okay? I hope you guys are able to see. I guess I'm just really disheveled today, aren't I? For whatever reason, don't ask me. I have no idea. It was one of them days, I guess. Okay, let's go to card number 2, shall we? And let's hope that I have everything ready for this one. This one we are going to use another piece of Evening Evergreen that was cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half is the perfect size. Then we need 2 pieces of white that are 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have all kinds of papers here, 6 of them to be exact. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, nope, those 3 are all different sizes. And okay, those. Okay, so I have 2 pieces that are different patterns papers that are 3/4 inches wide by 4 1/4 long. Then I have another piece that is 3/4 wide, but this one is 3 1/4 long. Then I have 3 different pieces. One is a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. One is a 1/2 inch by 3 1/2. Oh, I'm sorry. Backwards. 1/2 by 4, 1/2 by 3 1/2, and 1/2 by 3 1/4. Okay? So now on this one, you can cut small strips of that and put it to the inside. And then take your piece of white. Put some adhesive on it. And then this is going to go to the inside, okay, like so. Now on this piece, this is where we are going to create with these strips of paper. I love cards like this because it allows you to use up all those extra scrap pieces that you have left from doing other projects. So they don't necessarily have to be the width and length that I created mine with. You can make them wherever you wish, as long as they fit on the front of your card. So I think that's kind of cool. This one's going to go over here. Okay, I'm trying to, this card, you definitely have to lay your pieces out first to see where they're going to go. So now this one is going to go here. This particular one is going to go here. And then this one is going to go over here, like so. Okay, and I know that I want my greeting down here. So once you get it laid out, it's not as difficult as what it may seem. It's just a basket weaving technique, but you can see this one, the pink one, and this one here, they're not under. I mean, well, this one's all the way under, but it's not woven, and this one's not woven. So there's just 4 pieces that are technically woven, but when you lay them down, they all look woven. So now with my adhesive, I'm going to put a dollop on there and just start, whoops, lifting and gluing the pieces together so I'm within where I want them to be. That's why I'm laying it out on the front, is so that I know I'm within the parameters of my card front. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to glue this one on last. I just have it there for placement purposes, just so I can see. So there's that one. This one's going to lift up, put a little adhesive on the pink, and then set that one down. Just give everything just a minute or so to adhere. And then this particular one, we are going to take this one, put adhesive behind here. Oop, make sure it's straight. There we go. And then again, a little bit behind here. Okay. And now this one, can you see it's still floating? These are all now attached to each other, but it's still floating on here. Okay. And I'll tell you why I'm doing that here in just a second, and I will actually show you why. Okay, that's going to go on there. So now I'm going to put adhesive right across there. Again, make sure this is within my parameters that I want. And this is going to go like so. Okay, and I'm not gluing that onto my white piece yet, because I want to stamp my greeting. And for my greeting on this one, I am bringing in our Memento Black ink. And the reason I'm not gluing this down is because Stampin' Up! Makes paper just for me. Did you guys know that? Yep, they make paper double-sided. So that way, when I go to stamp, if I should not get that straight, I can peel this up, flip my paper over, and try it again. Ha! Thank you, Stampin' Up! They make paper just for Kristen. And on a day like today, I might need that. Just saying. Okay, now that I've got my greeting and all looks good, now I can come back, flip over my floating woven artwork, and now adhere this to my card. Okay, yep, that looks good right there. Ta-da! There. Isn't that cool? So pretty, and it just, to me, I just absolutely love this. If you're a sewer, I bet you will really like this too. It just reminds me of quilting, and it looks homey, and just, wow. Who would have thought that paper, pieces of paper, would make a card look so pretty? See what I mean? Isn't that paper beautiful? Love this paper. You are going to want to use every single drop of this paper. Okay, there's card number 2. Alrighty, are you ready for card number 3? This is our last card. This time we're going to use a piece of Night of Navy that is 8.5 by 5.5. Again, scored at 4 1/4. Folded in half is a perfect size card. This particular one, you need a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. We need 2 pieces of DSP that is 4 by 5 1/4. We've got some more work to do on that one. Same design, but this time we're using 1/4 of an inch of it by 4, 2 strips of that. Then we need pieces to do all of our cutting. We need a piece for our blue frame, and see if I can get this right for you guys. This one is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and we used it to die cut this beautiful frame. Isn't that gorgeous? Then again, we need a piece of balmy blue and a piece of white that is 3 by 3 3/4, balmy and white. Run through the machine to cut out. I did it. Oh no, I was gonna say I did it again, but nope, that's correct, because that's gonna go behind it. All right, we're good. Then we need a piece, scrap piece of Evening Evergreen to use the standalone die. We need a piece of soft succulent to die cut these standalone leaves. And then we need one more piece of white. That happens to be 3 by 2 1/4 for another piece that we're going to stamp. Now this time I am bringing in our Stampin' blends. I have both of the soft succulents, the light and the dark. I have both of the balmy blue, light and dark, but I only wanted the light of the Evening Evergreen. This one is really dark, so I just wanted a touch of it. So then for our inks for this one is just simply the Night of Navy ink. Okay, so I am going to do my stamping first so that I can let it dry for a minute. So I know I am going to have that inside of there. So I'm going to grab my stamp that says for a special friend on a special day. So ink this up, and this one is going to go in the middle of the oval. There we go. And I know that I want a greeting on the inside. Remember, we had a piece of white for the inside. So I want to take this one and wishes for a beautiful birthday. And this one is going to go right here on the inside. Okay, so that's stamped. And one more thing to stamp is this cluster of flowers. And I am going to need to die cut this one out after I get it colored in, but I'm going to take this, stamp it on that scrap piece, and then we are going to color that in. Okay, so we are going to let that dry for right now. For what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to these two pieces of our DSP, and we are going to do a little tiny bit of work to this. It's super simple, don't panic. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I want to find the halfway mark first. This is 5 1/4, so we need 2 5/8. So 2 5/8 is just over 2 1/2, and put a mark. Then we are going to come to this side and go to 2 5/8 and put a mark. Now, on those marks, if you put your ruler so that that pencil mark is on a 1/2 inch mark, you can mark it at the 1, and you can mark it, I'm sorry, yep, on that side, and then on a 1/2 inch on this side, you're going to mark it at the 0. So I'm a 1/2 inch off center this way and a 1/2 inch off center that way. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to lay my ruler down, and we are going to draw a light diagonal line like so. Can you see that? Okay, we're going to repeat for this one. You can actually get 2 cards out of one sheet, or out of these 2 sheets. You can get 2 cards. You'll see here in just a minute. Okay, so 2 5/8. Kristen needs to concentrate today because things just are not going the way they're supposed to. Okay, 2 5/8. So go back to the 1/2 inch. This one's going to be at the 1 mark. This mark goes on 1/2 inch, and put a mark up here. Gonna take that mark, right? I think that's it. Yes, it's that mark right there, and put it on this mark right here. Okay, again, draw a light pencil mark. Okay, there you have those. No, you don't have to cut those with your scissors. I'm gonna take this paper cutter. Remember, the line's already on there, so visually looking to make sure that line is in the track of your paper cutter. Once it's in the track, you simply close it down and slice it. Okay? Repeat on this one. Okay, put it down and slice that. Okay, so this is where I said you can mix and match and get 2 different cards. So there is the top and the bottom, and this one becomes the top and the bottom. So it's opposite of each other. Isn't that cool? I love it. I think it's so cool. Paper just amazes me. Okay, let's put our card together. So again, I'm going to take these pieces, put some adhesive on the back, and because it's liquid glue, I've got a minute to work with it. So I'm going to take this one, I believe. Nope, wrong. The plaid one. And I'm going to put this up toward the top again, just to have just a smidge of white showing. Then take this one, let go of me, and put it under here just to have a smidge, whoa, a color. See, that's what I mean about having wiggle room with liquid glue. Okay, now we're going to take this, put adhesive on here, and this goes to the inside. Okay, then we are going to take these two pieces. We're going to create an equal border, remember, on 3 sides. So right, left, and top. Okay, 3 equal sides, 3 equal borders, like so. Okay, then we don't have to guess where this one goes because it is the same angle as the piece above. So then all we need to do is put our adhesive on there, bring it down to our card, and butt those pieces up to one another, like so. If you have any pencil marks, that's why we do everything in pencil. You can erase it and get rid of the evidence. See, there we go. Okay, now we are going to start building our outside. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in this navy frame that I have cut out, and with my liquid glue, put some adhesive on it. Okay, and then this is going to get centered on the front. Okay, so again, I'm just eyeballing. Okay, there we go. So that one's down. Now remember, this piece was bigger because it came out of the middle of there, out of a white one. So we cut 3 different ovals. Save all the other pieces from the ovals that you cut out that you did not use for this card to create other cards. And this is going to go in there, like so. And now we're coming in with our balmy blue ring. And we are gluing this one down. And this one is going to go right over the top and covers that seam between the white and the blue. Isn't that cool? Oh, Stampin' Up is brilliant. Genius. Okay, so since we have these cut and ready, I know that I want this one, where I want this one. So I'm going to put adhesive on here. I like to get rid of all my little pieces first so I don't lose things. So this one, I'm simply going to put right down there. Okay, now that's given that time to dry. And these two, I'm going to hold off for just a minute because I want this piece. So on this piece, I am coming in with my 2 balmy blues and our greens. Remember, I pulled all these out. Okay, so this time I am going to use the dark. I like to use my dark first and put my shading in so that I don't have to go over everything a second time. You can start with the light and then go over the dark, and it becomes the dark over the light becomes more dominant. I want more of a blended effect, if you will. So I am doing my dark first. This is my preference, how I like to do things. Okay, that looks like, oh, let's do this. Center of that. Okay, and now I'm going to take the light balmy and color over the whole thing. These are alcohol-based markers. So when you color with them, you do not get the color strokes like you do with crayons or like colored pencils. The alcohol is a solvant, which then makes the ink flow and blend together. So you then become an artist. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay. And I will show you here. See how the light and the dark blend together? Now, as that's drying, as the alcohol is evaporating, it is going to change the look just a little bit. And I'm using my darkest green, the Evening Evergreen, just to go over some of the veining on the leaves. We have two different style of leaves on here. So I did a little bit of that. Now I'm going to come back with the soft succulent and go right over. This is the light soft succulent. And I'm going right over the Evening Evergreen. Okay. And then I just have these little leaves to do. And I'm going to come in with the dark soft succulent just by itself. Don't be afraid to rotate your paper so that you get an angle to color that you feel most comfortable with. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to die cut this, so I'm going to find the correct die. Here it is. See, this goes right over the top of it, like so, and run it through the machine. So I'm going to do that real quick here. With my die cut and emboss machine. I was supposed to have that done ahead of time too, but Kristen forgot, and I'm probably shaking the table. Sorry, hopefully I'm not making anybody motion sickness here. All right, there we go, our piece is cut out. So now I know that I want this piece to go here and cover that bottom up. So now I can set that on there until I figure out the placement for these leaves. So now I'm going to come in here with my liquid adhesive, put adhesive on these leaves. Okay. This is going to go up on dimensionals, the flowers. So right now I'm just setting it on here to get an idea of where I want my leaves to go. So this one's going to go under here like that. And this one I want under here, going up here. And see, it's filling in this white, what I call dead space right here. So now I just need my dimensionals, which I thought I had over here. Nope, I don't. So That's all right. We are going to use glue dots instead. And put one here. And one over here. This is raised up, so this is going to give it a little bit of lift. There we go. Can you see that? It looks like it's undimensional, but it's the lift from the frames and all the layering. So there you go. There is the last card. Boy, you guys had a workout with me today. Oh, you never know what you're going to get, right? There's card number 1. Card number 2. I forgot to cut the strips for in here. I was going to do that. And I just put Celebrate on the outside. Celebrate could be several different things. So I didn't know what I want to use this for yet. What kind of celebration. So there's that one. And then the last card today. Using all the things and more. And then on the inside. So there you have it. There is your free card class for today. Remember, if you place an order for the month of November, please use this host code here if your order is under 150. If your order is over 150, do not use that host code because I want you to get all the perks for the Stampin' Rewards. And if you do that, place a $150 order or more, you still get the card kit. Just let me know that you do want it, and I will be sure to cut everything and send it to you. If your order is under 150, again, use the host code, and by me seeing that host code, I will know that you are getting the card kit. Okay, and I will cut those and get them to you in the mail. And join me again next Friday, and I will have 3 more cards to share with you using these products. So thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for spending some time in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio, and I will see you next Friday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.